Good day, beautiful soul. Matt here. Welcome to another sesh on Intention Inspired, where we are exploring everything about that money. Show me the money. Yep, that's what's up. Community is focused on the money flow, wealth, abundance in a very joyful, playful, serious way. And today we are going to continue to tend to our money garden by cultivating the seeds of our financial literacy, so that we can better understand the simple practices that create wealth and abundance. Let's dive in. Debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. That is my impersonation of Dave Ramsey, who pretty much raised me on money. My upbringing, school, where were all of our money advisors growing up? Thank you, Dave Ramsey and others, Robert Kiyosaki, all these beautiful people who, made it their life's work to help shed the light, give us some language, some understanding, some practices around our money. And today we're exploring Dave Ramsey's philosophy on money management. And while Dave Ramsey reminds us that money is good for fun, investing, and giving, he also offers us just beautiful reminders that money is not the root of all evil, nor is it the path to happiness. It's simply a tool. Money is a tool that allows us to live life on our terms. However, many of us don't really have that deep understanding, which is essential, since many of us live in a society where money is essential. So the lack of this financial literacy often leads to stress, uncertainty, and huge missed opportunities. As Dave Ramsey beautifully articulates, personal finance is 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge. I went through Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University course twice. It's an 8-week course, and gosh, I just learned so much. And it really does come down to some really basic, simple practices of we'll get to those, but all in all, our focus is just to commit to financial literacy, because we're all on a different part of this journey. What is financial literacy? Financial literacy is the ability to understand and apply various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, investing. Pretty simple, How much money is coming in? How much money is going out? That's the basics right there. It's amazing how many of us don't actually keep a budget. So as we explore this, our financial literacy, we understand that it's all about just making educated decisions with the various financial resources that are out there, from our consistent budgeting, seeing where we're at in our financial realm, and of course, long-term planning. Where do we want to be 10 years from now? How can we start saving today in a way that sets up our future self? So this practicing of our financial literacy is quite akin to the garden that we've been cultivating. It starts with understanding our current financial landscape. Where are we at right now? And then planting the seeds of knowledge as we continue to learn. We get to consistently apply this knowledge to where we are right now, so that we can nurture this ongoing garden towards financial freedom. So in the spirit of Dave Ramsey's work, let's embrace some core principles that Dave shares with us and many other financial gurus. Number 1, commit to learning financial concepts. Commit to learning financial concepts, budgeting, investing, What does all this mean? There's so many ways to consume this material. You're doing it right now. This is one way. There's lots of good podcasts, books, all of these people who I mention throughout this money journey. Check them out. They have all sorts of great resources. Number 2, we're going to track our money and embrace budgeting. Where does our incoming money come from? And where does the money go? Just getting a good bird's eye view on this is so empowering. So empowering, especially as we do this consistently over a long period of time. And number 3, going to embrace saving money so that we can de-stress and be prepared for any emergencies that arise. And of course, begin to invest in our future. Just another reminder that this financial literacy is not a destination. It is an ongoing journey. It is all about our continued growth, our learning, our adapting. So as we embrace our financial literacy wherever we are, kudos. Nice work. This is it. We're doing it. We are taking the essential step towards a more secure and abundant financial future. I want to share a couple great Dave Ramsey quotes. Dave Ramsey once said, "We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like." That also sounds a lot like Tyler Durden from Fight Club, actually. Dave, where'd you get that quote? Another thing Dave says is act your wage. Act your wage. Don't buy things you can't afford. Come on, people. Act your wage. Dave also says, if you live like no one else, later you can live like no one else. And he's referring to not keeping up with the Joneses, eating rice and beans if that means you're paying off your debts faster. But, have fun. But, live like no one else. If you're willing to be courageous and take some bold steps in their financial realm, later on, you can live like no one else. And then the last quote I want to share is, you must gain control over your money or the lack of it will forever control you. Nice. Thank you, Dave. All right, what does the science say? I found a really great study in the National Bureau of Economic Research titled Financial Literacy, Financial Education, and the Downstream Financial Behaviors, as it explores financial literacy as the key predictor of smart financial decision-making. This study shows that a sound understanding of financial concepts leads to healthier financial habits such as saving, investing, budgeting. Is that surprising? Not really, but it's good to hear. It's good motivation to, explore these less exciting topics like financial literacy. But it's really exciting? Being financially free, having lots of money, giving. The researchers in this study found that individuals with a higher degree of financial literacy are more likely to participate in the stock market, have better credit. They are more inclined to save for their future, and on and on. They just develop better financial habits because they see the patterns, because they're reading the financial literacy, literature, rather. So this goes to show us that financial literacy does not only affect our pocket, but has a tremendous impact on our overall well-being. So what does this mean for us? The knowledge we gain about financial management has real tangible effects on all the levels of life, the potential to have an effect on all the levels of life. So let's take Let's take away some things, some actionables that we can apply to our life right now and throughout the day and beyond. 5 key things to embrace, inspired by Dave Ramsey and other financial gurus. Embrace continuous learning, financial literacy. We're just going to keep drilling that in because the field of finance is always changing, and knowledge is power, and in this case, financial power. Number 2, start budgeting. Understand where your money goes. This is just so helpful. It's so helpful to take control and start making a habit of tracking your income and expenses so that you can manage your finances more effectively. Number 3, we're going to manage our debts. We're going to take our debt really seriously. Paying off these debts should be priority number 1. How can we save money and invest wisely if we're in debt? Let's pay off those debts so that we can begin to save and invest. And there's 4 and 5 for us. Once we have some debts paid off, we're going to start planning for our future by saving now. And we can do both. We can chip away at our debt and start saving, especially if we don't have that emergency fund, which is just a savings account with 1 to 3 months of living expenses. So when emergencies come, because they do, no stress. We got some cash saved up for this occasion. And after we have that emergency fund in place, we get to begin investing. And we can, just go with a standard, simple, diversified portfolio as I've done starting in 2016. And that's done well. It's doubled my money since 2016. Boom, bada boom. And I just put money in and forget about it. And it's doubled. Boom! Free money, baby. Free money. And of course, after we do all this, after we understand where we're at, we start our budgeting, we manage our debts, we plan for our future, we start to invest, and then the abundance comes. And it's so beautiful. And then we get to give. Then we get to buy things without looking at the price tag. Then we get to find the fun ways to spread the financial abundance. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So let's just empower ourselves with this knowledge and these actionable steps so that we can reduce some financial stress, start making better decisions, create more opportunities for ourselves, and on and on and on. Let's explore this with a really fun meditation. Find a comfortable seat wherever you are, wiggling into your body, feeling grounded, feeling alert. Feel free to close your eyes or lower your gaze. Just allowing ourselves to arrive fully in this moment. You might notice how your breath begins to deepen. You can give this a little extra intention and deepen it even further. Maybe even holding for a moment at the top of the inhale and just savoring that sweet spaciousness. Another deep breath. Begin to invite your attention to drift into your current understanding of money, of finances, of wealth. And we'll begin to visualize our current understanding as our garden. As we continue into this forest of abundance that we've been exploring, we've planted seeds for our future self. We've nurtured those seeds, and let's continue to nurture this garden. Just noticing the current state of our garden. Perhaps we're new to this gardening thing. That's okay. It's okay. Maybe it's a bit unkept in places. Perhaps it's flourishing in other places. There's no right or wrong. We're just simply observing. Imagine now in your hands you hold the seeds of financial literacy. These are the seeds of knowledge, seeds of empowerment, seeds of freedom. Looking at these precious seeds, feeling their potential, understanding their power. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, visualize planting these seeds in your garden of understanding. You can broadcast them liberally, or you can hold each seed and reflect what it represents for you. Where are you on your journey of financial literacy? Maybe you're planting seeds to cultivate more awareness around just managing your personal money, budgeting. Maybe you're beginning to nurture that debt, noticing all the debts you have, people who you owe money to. Perhaps you're holding some seeds for investing in your future self and your long-term financial well-being. Take one last moment to really get these seeds covered in fresh, loamy, rich soil. And as you take a deep breath in, imagine these seeds beginning to settle into the earth. And as we speed forward through time, we can visualize these seeds beginning to sprout, growing into healthy, robust plants, each signifying different aspects of financial literacy. You see that plant of budgeting blossoming, these beautiful variegated leaves of income and expenses. Ooh, do you see that strong tree over there of investment growing? See how its branches are reaching toward the sky, towards future wealth? How about that beautiful bush? Looks like it's a retirement bush. Looks like it has a promising, comfortable future. As we enjoy watching our garden transform and grow, just notice the thoughts and feels that come through as we cultivate this sense of being for abundance and prosperity. You feel a peace, a sense of peace, knowing that this garden is within you as these seeds of financial literacy are taking root in our consciousness. And as we hang our garden hat for the day, let's just carry this image of our flourishing garden with us, knowing that with each step on our journey of financial literacy, we're nurturing this garden, we're fostering growth, and we're cultivating our personal abundance. Taking one final deep breath in, holding for a moment at the top, maybe taking a few more big sips of air, and let's just hold that. Releasing. As you're ready, feel free to open your eyes and return to this 3D world. And as we carry this image and these feelings, these sensations of abundance with us, let us remember to hold the power of cultivating our prosperity and financial freedom. And enjoy the synchronicities, the fun ways to grow on our journey of financial freedom. Feel free to take this mantra with you into the day. I am the architect of my financial freedom. As we explore these meditations and speak these beautiful affirmations, let's not negate the fact that we all have that inner financial protector, right? The part in us that just has so many doubts and concerns and fears and maybe some past traumatizing experiences around money. So let's just explore and release some of these limiting languages and thoughts and beliefs that we may have picked up around money. Starting by identifying and conversing with our inner financial protector. Acknowledging its presence. If you have your journal handy or your art page handy, let's let our inner financial protector just completely take over our journal so that it can air out all of the doubts and concerns and fears and so on. Just let it flow, let it speak freely, let it be heard. Let's acknowledge our financial protector and the fears that it holds so that we can thank it and reassure it with our conscious intentions. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's totally normal. Just trying to keep us safe. And then, of course, feel free to burn that journal page as we repeat our mantra. I am the architect of my financial freedom, and I am open to abundance. Invitation for adopting a healthy habit today, and that's just the routine habit of tracking your expenses. Whether you review your income and spending habits once every quarter, every month, every week, every day, whatever's right for you, choose one. I do mine at the beginning of every month because that's when a lot of money fluctuation happens, and it's great. It just helps me get a good pulse on my monthly flow. I'll often check in on my monthly stuff sporadically throughout the month, but once a month at least. This just provides really enlightening insight into understanding where our money is going, where it's coming from, so that we can just make more informed, wise decisions around our money. If you've got your journal nearby still, let's just explore what financial freedom would look like. What does it look like for you? Because it's different for everyone. Financial freedom is so unique to each of us. And as we can use vivid language and crystallize this image in our mind using maybe even colors, shapes, sounds, whatever is helpful to just bring financial freedom to life, however it looks for you, let's do that. And as we do this, we just get to reflect on how financial freedom looks and how our life might change if money wasn't a concern. And then what happens is just the next best steps start to present themselves. So as you explore this, maybe thinking about if you were just to focus on one thing to help you orient towards this financial freedom, just one thing today, what would be the most helpful thing for you to focus on today? Thank you so much for joining me on today's session as we explored our financial literacy, where we're at, and just, adopting some good, healthy habits towards true wealth and abundance. This has been really fun exploring money with intention inspired. Thanks for joining me on the ride. Our past journeys have been stuff like bravery, mindfulness, creativity, decluttering. So it's like really fun to shift focus on, more of these 3D things like money. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I look forward to sharing more about my own personal financial journey as well. I feel very blessed to have been taught to be a self-learner and really seek out wisdom at an early age and put these simple practices to use long ago. And I'm so happy to say that I am financially free. I make more money than I spend, and I buy. I spend. I just live within my means. Act your wage, as Dave Ramsey puts it. I just feel blessed that I'm able to act my wage without stressing over money. And of course, gosh, I want way more money. I want so much more money because I want to play. So thanks for joining me as we make it happen. Would love to know what you discovered about yourself on today's session. Maybe what that one takeaway is that you're excited to implement. Feel free to hop over onto intentioninspired.com to share on our community activity feed. And I so look forward to checking in with you tomorrow as we continue to pour our precious energy into all things money, wealth, abundance, freedom.